anybody else is out there, but I will say it's very windy, so I'm going to apologize for that. But I am here in Waterloo. We're outside of the John Deere Tractor and Engine Museum, and we've got a number of new products on display, and I'm going to try to walk through this whole lot before we have to move on. But we're going to start out with a self-propelled forage harvester. This and everything we're looking at, for the most part, is for 2016 model year. So they're either in order taking process or will be, and these would mostly be for the next year. Here we have an 8800 forage harvester and the 770 head on the front. And I'm not going to try to explain everything, but I've got interviews that will be published later on Ag Wired about this. But some interesting things about this are the outside feed pulls the product to the inside instead of the outside, which means you don't miss as much stalks and cobs. And it also has a really unique 3 detection point stone detection system in here. In case you hit a rock or some stones, it'll shut off before you damage your cutters or other parts. So that's one thing. Some of these I haven't really had a chance to talk to, which will be this unit right here, but we're going to keep moving on down the line here. You'll see a lot of ADS. Some of them are still doing interviews like I have been doing. And like I said, some of this I'm going to be showcasing on Ag Wired and Precision.Ag Wired this coming over the rest of this week before we go to Farm Progress Show. So I'm kind of glad they brought us out here beforehand so we get this preview before we get to the show, where all this will be out on the lot there as well. New draper heads, I don't know much about those. This though is pretty cool. On the new S-Series combines, they have this foldable front corn head, which you can see where the hydraulic arms in the middle will pull the heads up, where you just touch a button inside, folds it up. You don't have to get out and do anything, and it'll fold back down, I think in about 60 seconds. So it allows you to, like say, move from field to field pretty easily without having to get out and do much. Coming up next are new 6 Series tractors. Mostly we're looking at, I guess, some of the final Tier 4B engines in these. Maybe, I don't really know if the horsepower is that much different, but again, new cab comfort features. And these, I guess, would be real good all-around utility tractors, say on a dairy or, well, just about anywhere for that matter. So let's keep moving on down the line here. We've got a 8 Series tractor that we did learn a little bit about. We talked about planning, even though that's going to be quite a ways off. Almost all of this equipment, not all of it, does tie into myjohndeere.com through the Operations Center, so that you can save and analyze your data, or at least, have it for historical purposes. We've got a new ripper over here, again for 2016. This, I believe, is controlled by a TrueSet module that allows you to control depth of your knives or discs from inside the cab without having to do anything. And you can even do presets if you're going to be going through fields with very similar frequently used depths that you want for a particular kind of soil. Over here we've got a new sprayer. These are a little smaller than some of the ones we've seen, but very useful for certain kinds of applications or field conditions. And then the kind of really new item over here is this high capacity nutrient applicator. I know it's a long sounding name, we'll call it the HCNA, but this is not really out yet. We're just getting a sneak preview here. I'm not sure just when this will be out, but it was brought out to show that they are working on this kind of application or an equipment. Looking at something that's going to stand up to pretty rough conditions these things go through and move you through a field so that you can get your nutrient applications done, more acres, faster, and that's what it's all about. So that's kind of what we got out here. Tomorrow we're going to have a big reveal, as in an unveiling, the curtain being pulled on a new piece of equipment that we can't announce yet until tomorrow. So stay tuned to AgWired tomorrow. Following me, I'll try to have as much as I can on as we see that happening live tomorrow here at the John Deere reveal. And if you noticed, I used the hashtag JDReveal. Follow that, because we got a lot of media here that are tweeting out photos, comments, quotes, and hopefully you'll find that interesting. So thanks for joining in. We may get, before we leave here, we might get to see them fold and unfold this corn head over here. That would be nice. I'll keep us running until we find out though. Is he gonna fold it? Good. Do a little live periscope here. And I apologize for the wind. There's not much I can do about that today. Get around the front of it here. There we go. Timing this, but I think they said it's about 60 seconds to fold or unfold. Yeah. So there we go. New Stockmaster corn head from John Deere. This, for the person who just asked, this is for combining corn. So it's a corn head on the front, go through corn stalks and harvesting the corn, and then the corn will go up out the spout down into